It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the New York Jets and the Baltimore Ravens, next on EA Sports.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. Devin Duvernay. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong, sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
Yeah, exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now the second-year man from Carolina, this is Michael Carter. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now White. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing range, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Out to his left. Open man is Uzama. He can only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. Now White. He finds Corey Davis. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. On 1st down, it's White. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. White. He'll drop that down to Carter underneath. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Robinson will try to pick it up. And the ball is knocked out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. Caught out left side by Robinson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Jackson. On target to his man, Likely. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Again, Jackson, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. On 2nd and 10, Jackson. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. A touchdown on a kick return, and now one through the air. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it is now 21-0. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. New York's offense back out there and set to go. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On 1st and 10, White over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 41, White. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now another timeout call for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
And by the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down. Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And this is going to be incomplete. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay as the first half is winding down. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've come to... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 4 yards the pickup, first down. The play fake, now White. Dancing to his left. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. And defensively, Baltimore's in a dime look here on third. Here's White. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. This offense returns to the field led by Devin Duvernay at wide receiver. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Across the middle, he finds Robinson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first. Back now in Baltimore. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. And a solid run down inside the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And New York set to take the field. Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry in. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick 6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now White with a first down throw. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Off play action, here's White. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. White looks to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And shutting him off, now open field. And there he goes again. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. White. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. That's pretty rare that you see a ball game decided by this wide of a margin, and now it gets, Charles, even wider after that pick 6. They've done everything right on that sideline.
I think we can safely say that not only is the scoreboard, right, the gap big there, now everyone's just looking for stat pattern, right? Do I get a chance to make a big play? Can I get a takeaway? Can I go ahead and put the ball in the end zone? That's what these guys are all talking to each other about now with a lead this big.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. To throw again on second down. White. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.